What was the last name again?
Lane, Brandon Lane, yeah.
You were charged with indecent exposure. You wanted to do the PC on the indecent?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with indecent exposure. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
May 26, 2024, officers were dispatched to a defendant touching his private area at the Metro-owned downtown transit center located on 1900 Main Street, Harris County, Texas. The officer was advised by Metro Dispatch that the complainant called and stated that the defendant was exposing himself to her. Complainant told officers that the defendant was a black male in a blue hoodie and boarded a Metro bus, and then ultimately pointed the bus that he had boarded. Matching the description, complainant witness confirmed that that was the same person. Complainant stated that the defendant followed her from across the street, pulled out his penis and started exposing it to her and looking at her. She further stated that the defendant began stroking his penis back and forth with his hands, looking at her without speaking, approximately 5 to 10 feet away. The complainant stated that she was unable to tell if he was erect, but she was able to clearly see his penis as he was stroking.
Your Honor, after speaking with my client, the officers approached 2 males. I have to wait on body cam to see what the other male looked like, but my client's saying that wasn't him. He just...
I mean, I don't know. I think that there's probable cause to go forward now. Mr. Lane. Mr. Lane, we will get the body cam to ensure and see if that is in fact you, because we don't know. All we know is that we have someone that has identified you. I will try to have them get the body. Do you have it now? What evidence do you have now?
This is a brand new case, Your Honor. This is the 26th, so I don't know. There's nothing in yet, so I literally just wrote this up before I came for it.
Okay, Mr. Lane, I will try to have them get the information and the body cams as quick as possible so we can verify that it is you. I would say let's try hopefully a week. The problem is that I can't give you a PR bond because you continue to take off on us. I had your evading arrest at 7503 because we can't get you here. So, okay. Do you have any questions, sir? Hey, hit the button, please.
Yes, I did this. I don't know if it was this to see.
All right. Same thing happened down there with me.
That was,
Hey, Ms. Hayes, can we have him evaluated, please?
On his previous case, Your Honor, his first case in your court, he was already set for a mental health evaluation, but he absconded. He's homeless.
The look that he was giving us, did you see me eyeing you to?
Yes, I moved over, yes.
oh, you see where I came?
Yeah.
He's pretty coherent when I'm speaking with him, but I've seen the episode coming about. So he's going to be in custody. Hopefully we can schedule the evaluation. I'll speak to the CLO and go from there.
Sure.
Thank you.
Janine.
Yes, sir. Have a big judge. We're gonna plead Mr. Walter Moses, Your Honor. We're proceeding on the assault of a family member case under cause number 2510200, Your Honor. And the state upon completion of the plea will dismiss cause number 2510615.
Good morning, Mr. Moses. How are you?
Good.
Shh. Why does this keep happening? This is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, but it's the 6th time you've picked up a kind of case where it's a violent case. Actually, 7. It keeps happening. Why?
Okay, right away, this hearing takes a sharp turn. The accusation is incredibly serious, but notice what the defense attorney says here. My client says that wasn't him. And that matters. At this stage, the court isn't deciding guilt or innocence yet. They're deciding whether there's enough evidence to move forward. But with body cam footage still pending, this case suddenly becomes all about identification. So here's the question. If the video turns out unclear, is eyewitness identification alone enough to convince a jury?
Why so much anger? Do you take any medication?
Yes, sir.
Do you stop taking the medication?
No, sir.
How do you get your medication when you're out there in the free world? When you picked up these 2 cases, had you stopped taking the medication?
No, sir.
You were still taking it?
I actually finished, sir.
Meaning, so you finished, you didn't have any more.
Still gonna pick it up.
Council for reset?
We had him TRAS. TRAS said mental health caseload, or what did they say? And that's what we're doing, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are the other alternatives that we have?
They want to do the mental health caseload, IFP, for a change, and then they're gonna, help them with the counseling. And they'll report, twice a month. So that's how they make sure that
What about paying for IOP and all that?
if it qualifies to be the top funded one, because if they know the responsible.
I mean, how do we make sure that he qualifies? Because I don't, Mr. Moses, do you work when you go out? When you're out of jail, do you work? Who do you live
Sorry,
with?
no,
Yes,
sir. You on?
It's okay, Mr. D. Who do you live with? And when you leave here now, are you going to be able to stay with mom?
Yes, sir.
Do you know that for?
I don't know that for a fact, you on.
Before you were in jail, who were you living with?
Yeah.
Council for reset?
One of the things that you're going to have to do is an intensive outpatient treatment.
Yeah.
The problem is that it's expensive. It's not cheap. It's around $500 to $600 to do that. And I don't know if that's something that you have to be able to pay for. If not, I want to try to get you to, I want to see if we can pay for it. How do we?
I'll do an indigency form with him, and then he'll be placed on the wait list if he qualifies. He's on probation, or he'll be on probation.
If this fails, what else do we have at our disposal?
If this fails and he starts violating, then they'll place him in the That's how it is.
So I want you to understand, Mr. Moses, that we want this to work for you. But you also have to want it to work. If you do something to violate this agreement, you don't do your treatment, you don't stay up on your probation, if you just leave one of the options is putting you in a residential facility. Do you understand what that means? That means that you will be in, it's not in the actual jail, it's at another facility, right? It's at a lockdown facility that you will not be able to leave, and then you'll be getting treatment. We are trying to do it this way so that you can try to do this while you're out there in the free world doing this by yourself. But if you're not able to, we're going to have to take other measures. Can you get this done?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what's required for you to successfully finish?
Yes, sir.
What do you have to do? Yes. What programs do you have to do? Do you know? You have to do anger management class, right? It's a,
Thinking for a
Thank you
change.
for a change.
okay, so just you have to do a thinking for a change, which is a class where you teaches you how to think when you're in a bad situation. You also have to do outpatient treatment so that we know that you're actually speaking to people, working through any kind of anger issues that you may have.
Yes, sir.
And substance abuse.
And substance abuse. No drugs, no alcohol. You cannot use any illegal drugs, including marijuana. No marijuana, no illegal drugs, and no alcohol. They're going to test you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you complete this successfully, you do not end up with a conviction. But you need to understand that there's still,
You will be a convicted judge, it's straight probation.
oh, it is straight.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. They-
Oh, I thought it was a
they told me
deferred.
Because he had the state jail conviction up in felony court and the numerous cases that he had that were assaultive in nature, that they were not willing to offer him.
Okay.
This is one of those moments you don't always expect in courtroom footage. The tone shifts from punishment to concern almost instantly. The judge and attorneys are clearly noticing possible mental health issues in real time, and you can actually see the courtroom trying to balance public safety with compassion. That's the hard part about cases like this. Where do you draw the line between accountability and someone genuinely needing treatment?
This assault, it's going on your record. There's what's called an affirmative finding of family violence. If you pick up another case like this, you will be facing a third-degree felony. Minimum 2 years in a prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison if you ever pick up another assault like this again. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's years in prison, not days like you are here. Years. You can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this as well. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, so no guns, no ammunitions as well. I'm sorry, it's no weapons, right?
Yes.
No weapons. Weapons is a very loose term. If you have any questions about what a weapon is, you have to talk to a lawyer, but be very, very careful. You understand?
Sir.
You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you cannot change your mind. You must complete this, and it's a 2-year probation. You understand? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to 1 year in jail. However, I will probate that for 2 years. You've already done the TRAS, so we don't need to do that, but intensive outpatient treatment, thinking for a change, and the mental health caseload. If you ever have a problem, come back to us here. We can help you if you come here. But if you just leave and don't do anything, that's the worst thing that can happen. Don't leave. Come back. Good things will happen if you come back. Are we okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? Good luck, Mr. Moses. I hope that you can make it. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No. Just ban it. Yes, hold on, Mr. D, I forgot something. Hold on. I forgot.
Are we waiting?
Hey, I don't think he's gonna have anything to pay for anything, so we need, like, we gotta get him. Okay. I have to have you sign one more document that you need to understand, Mr. Moses, that you are now ineligible, meaning that you cannot have a firearm or ammunition. I'm going to read this to you so you understand this, okay? A firearm means any device designated, made, or adapted to expel a projectile through a barrel by using an energy generated by an explosion or burning substance, or any device readily convertible to that use. If you now possess a firearm or ammunition, it could lead to charges against you. If you have any questions about how long you will be ineligible, you must talk to a lawyer and they should be able to contact you and consult you about that. I need you to sign this so you understand that you cannot have any more weapons, okay? Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. D. Hey, hey, Matt. How are you? Yeah, come on up.
This case,
That's the defendant?
yes, that is the defendant, Keener, Keener.
Okay, I see it.
I'm approaching to ask for more time, for a longer reset. This was a case, there was a 2B from December of 22.
Okay.
He posted bond, I think in May of 24, and he didn't hire anyone. He got a bunch of THA resets until August. So, I believe the RIP was just completed this morning, and
Discovery complete?
It is, Judge, I believe.
Is there an offer on the table?
Well, I know the defense counsel kind of talked to his client about it because I know he's got consummation dismissal.
right. So I wanted some time to go over the discovery myself and with him, and then to.
Yeah, I mean, well, of course we'll give you more time, but at some point there's got to be a resolution.
Absolutely,
So it's only
Judge.
165 days, so we'll give you another 30 days.
Okay, perfect.
But you got to be nearing.
I'll be on it, Judge.
Any offers? No offers?
There's no offers at this time, Your Honor.
Can you put one on, please? And then that way you have something to counter with as well. So, okay, gotcha. Have fun.
This may sound like a lecture, but legally, this is a huge crossroads moment for Mr. Moses. The judge is basically laying out two futures side by side: comply with treatment and probation, or end up in a locked residential facility. And honestly, you can hear the frustration from the bench. This isn't his first violent case. At some point, the court stops asking whether someone can change and starts asking whether they will.
Brandon. Hey,
I'm approaching on Mr. Battaglia, B-A-T-T.
okay.
He was told to do a drug test today. His first setting was last week, and he did test positive for marijuana, nothing else. His first court appearance was last week, though.
You tested it?
I'm sorry, Judge?
Test today?
He did.
Okay.
Just marijuana.
Okay, so, here,
He's here, Your Honor.
bring him up real quick.
Yes, sir. Mr. Battaglia. And he knows, Judge, he's not doing anything. This is the thing.
Good, I'm just gonna counsel him.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Did you,
Yes, sir.
did he tell you the results?
I just have to say marijuana. Before I approach.
No, you said that. I didn't say that.
So I thought you confirmed it was marijuana.
No, I got received at marijuana.
Okay, that was my
It
misunderstanding.
has not been confirmed.
Do you have the results?
No, I do not.
Okay, so let's wait on the results, but, okay, so don't use. So I'm not gonna test you after today, assuming it's, just that. I'm not gonna test you anymore until about 40 to 45 days after.
Sorry.
If you test clean after that, wonderful, great. If you continue to test positive for marijuana, that tells us that you're continuing to smoke. No dice. Don't use at all. Don't hang out with anyone that's using. Don't go into a car if people are using.
Can I say something? I don't just use regular marijuana, sir, so,
You're not supposed to use anything that has anything.
I'm just telling you, like, when I was using it, I used concentrated marijuana, so it might test positive after 9 days, but if you're checking levels, you'll see that, yes, it's positive.
I'm telling you no, Mr. Battaglia, okay? Don't use.
Yes, sir.
Show me somewhere where it says it can still be in your system at 90 days. But otherwise, at 40 to 45 days, I'm going to test you again. Don't use. That tells me that, unless you prove to me otherwise. All right. Okay,
He
Brandon.
also was telling me maybe going to work in Corpus Christi. I know I would need to give you a letter, but
Look, there's no travel restriction. As long as you're not violating the law, you're not picking up any new cases, doing anything to violate your conditions, I don't care where you go. Just if you get called for a drug test, beware that you might have to take a drug test because it's got randoms, right? So if you're out and about and you get called, you have to go to Quest Diagnostics and get a test there, and then you can send it to Brandon, and we'll take that.
yes, sir.
So that we don't have to come all the way back here.
Yes, sir. Do you want me to reapproach? I apologize, Your Honor.
Don't worry about it. We'll have him here. If something that there shouldn't be, I'll text you.
Thank you.
I got your number.
Okay.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hey, come on up. Good morning, Mr. Wingerter. Sir, you're charged with failure to identify oneself while being a fugitive from justice. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On October 10th, 2024, officers were dispatched to 350 NASA Parkway in regard to a burglary alarm that went off. While checking the location, officers observed the defendant walking away from the business on the southeast side and ordered him to stop. Upon contact with the defendant advised he did not have an ID and gave the false name of Javier Vasquez, as well as a false date of birth. The officers gave the defendant an opportunity to give his real name twice, but the defendant asserted he was not lying both times. A pat down of the defendant revealed a glass pipe in his left pocket, and he was arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia. Subsequent to that, a fingerprint search was then conducted, which revealed the defendant's real name and showed he has an active warrant with the Harris County Sheriff's Office.
All right, Mr. Wingerter, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Planning on bonding out.
Ask for a PR bond.
Have you been given a PR bond in this case? Okay. I tell you that I think that everyone, at least one time, should be given and afforded the opportunity to do something right. And I will grant you a PR bond now. But if you take flight, if you take off and you don't come back, I'm going to be very hard pressed in the future. Do you understand? Here's the other thing though. I'm not going to give you a PR bond so you can just run the streets and just hang out on the street. I got to know that you have somewhere to go, someone that's going to care for you. You have somewhere to sleep, not just on the side of the street. Who do you have in your life that's with you now?
Local boss, I can stay with them. They also got a place I can go.
How old are you? How old are you? 26. Where's mom and dad?
I haven't talked to a long last time I checked and
She was in jail.
Did you catch that? There's got to be a resolution. That's courtroom language for, this case has been dragging on too long. Judges hate unnecessary delays because stalled cases clog the system fast. But at the same time, defense attorneys need time to review discovery properly. It's this constant tug of war between speed and fairness, and every extra reset usually means there's something behind the scenes still being negotiated.
For what?
it was a charge and she got picked up on the I haven't spoken to her. My father, he works out of town, but I can stay with him too.
Where's he living?
Where's he stay? He does industrial radiology. He goes out of town Mexico. That's where I'm certified to work too, but I just need to get the job. But right now he's staying off of 249 in Fallbrook. In that area. I can catch a bus over there.
You're saying your dad lives in 249 in Fallbrook now?
My grandparents. Yeah, he stays there. My grandparents, and I can go stay there right now.
So let's do this. I've appointed Mr. Elick to represent you. I'd like to be able to verify that so that we know that you have a place to go to. And if so, I want to give you a PR bond. But like I said, I'm not giving you a PR bond so you can just run the street and create and wreak even more havoc. You have 2 open felonies now. I'm going to keep a very, very close eye on you, where you're going, what you're doing, so you don't get in trouble and so you're not using what they're alleging is being used. No dope, no alcohol, and I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using.
Sure.
Do you understand? Okay, so do you mind?
I can step out and call.
Assuming, then I'll give him a PR bond.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he's no bonded on his felonies right now, so that could change.
Oh.
But, so it's not like he's gonna just get out anyway.
I didn't,
you know.
Okay. I guess let's do that regardless. If you don't mind, Mr. Elick, let's
Sure,
see if he has a place to go to.
Be approached one side.
Okay, this is not a good way to go through, man. You're 26. You want to follow in mom's footsteps? That's not a good role model, man. This is not a good way to go. You're starting your life now. You have 1 felony dismissed. You now have another 2 felonies. Life doesn't get easier. It gets harder. The more felonies you rack up, you think you can make life easier for you? Come on, man.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to call anybody right now. I'm knocking down the bus and go straight to my grandparents. I don't have their numbers, but I know. I mean, if I was PR bonded, I know I could go straight to.
What about your grandmother? You gave me her number.
I could call her, but she's not in town.
Give him something so that we have something to work with. We're not just going to throw you out, and we did that 2 times before. Look, you don't have to say anything. We just don't want you floating on the street doing nothing. That's it. All right.
I'll reapproach, Your Honor.
Thanks, Mr. Okay, hey.
Have a plea on a Lario Luna.
Okay. Come up, Miss Luna.
Judge, there's an amendment to the plea. The state defense agreed to 40 hours of community service if the court so agrees.
What are we doing? What have you guys worked out?
You're deferred, Judge. Plea on one, dismiss the other.
What about the weapons?
Forfeiture of both.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing now?
Very good.
When is the last time you've had a full-time job? How old are you?
18.
What have you been doing with your life?
I graduated early.
If you graduated early, that must indicate you're somewhat smart. Mr. Luna, you're building yourself a future now. You're supposed to be working your butt now so that you have $1 million when you hit 40 to 50, perhaps 2 million, because otherwise you're going to be destitute when you hit that age. And I'm going to tell you now, life sucks without money. It really, really does. And what you're doing now is building yourself a life so that you have something when you get old and no one can take care of you and you're all decrepit. It's going to be really hard. I want to do this because I'm going to make sure that he's going to do something productive with your life. You now, within 30 days, must get a full-time job. And I'm going to make sure, because I'm going to make you come, and I'd like to know for certain whether he's got a job within 30 days. No drugs, no alcohol. I'm going to test you. Do you understand? I want to make sure that you're building yourself somewhat, that you're doing something. What about a trade?
That's my third card. I'm waiting on it to come back and then.
Great. When are you going to get the results on that?
It can take up to 60 days. It's been a month.
Call him back. Call him back. Find out what happened. Find out what's taking him so long.
Don't just sit there and wait for someone to hand you something. It's not gonna happen. You gotta go get it. So we're doing a year deferred. What else? What else?
This exchange is honestly tougher to watch than some of the actual criminal allegations. The judge is practically begging this defendant to break the cycle before the felony count keeps stacking up. And listen carefully, he's not just talking about jail anymore. He's talking about life trajectory, housing, work, addiction, family instability, all of it crashing into the courtroom at once. Do you think tough love from a judge actually helps in situations like this, or does it come too late?
40 hours community service, Judge.
You were charged with 2 counts of unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail on each of those cases. You worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 1-year deferred. Deferred is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. And in exchange, they're going to dismiss one of your cases. What you need to understand, Mr. Luna, is you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement. And if you fail at this agreement, you authorize us to put you in jail for an entire year. 365 days in jail if you violate this probation. Do you understand? I want you to do well, and I'll make you a deal that if you work and you do well, I'll take you off in half the time as a reward for doing well. And I'll make you a double reward if you are able to get into a trade school education or some kind of trade like that. I will deem your community service hours waived. I'm taking off 100 hours of community service if you get into a trade school. Like pipe fitting, what's the other one? Welding. That's what you do. Because that's where you can make a lot of money. 20 bucks an hour, 25 bucks an hour. Kill it. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you're stuck with this until you complete it or violate it. If you violate this agreement, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to bring you back here, and we're going to talk about whether you violated it or not. And if you did, you're looking at an entire year. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense of unlawful carrying of a weapon? I will not find you guilty. I will withhold that for a year. Part of the other agreement is that you will do thinking for a change, substance abuse education, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, forfeiture of the weapons. And I think that's it.
Did you get, the chief had mentioned that we agreed to 40 as opposed to 100 hours, Judge?
He did just say that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He's sitting back there.
Oh,
I marked it on here.
yes, Your Honor.
But like I said, if you get into a trade school, get an education for some kind of trade like that, I'll deem it waived. I'll take it off. Do something with your life, Mr. Luna. Don't be like these. All right, man. Good luck. If you ever have an issue, come back and talk to us. Don't just take off, because that's the worst possible thing you could do. All right? And don't pick up a new case. Okay, guys?
Thank you, Judge.
Ma'am. Ms. Tillis, you're not going to look at me? Are you that upset? What's going on?
She had the older case. She picked up the new case. We do not have video on the newer case yet. However, the state has made an offer to time serve her on the older case and dismiss the newer one.
How long have you been in custody, ma'am?
She has 114 days credit on the older case, or she's been in for 114 days total on the older case and 55 on the new one.
Life, man. What do you do in life? Do you work? Do you go to school? Who do you live with?
I'm not able to complete school because I don't have the correct resources. I take care of my younger sister.
And she also
I
receives,
don't want you to plead guilty just to get out of jail. I don't want that to happen because it's only hurting you even more than you are right now. But if I let you out, you've picked up 2 criminal mischief cases.
Pick up jobs.
How old are you? Who do you have in your life now? Is your mom around? Miss Tillis.
This might be the most surprisingly motivational moment in the entire hearing. Instead of just threatening punishment, the judge starts pushing trade school, stable work, and long-term financial survival. And believe it or not, that's strategic. Courts know that people with structure, jobs, routines, accountability are statistically less likely to reoffend. The interesting part is how personal the judge gets here. It almost sounds less like sentencing and more like life advice from someone who's seen the same story play out hundreds of times.
I want to let you out, but I have to know that I'm not going to let you out to the street. I'm trying to talk to you to get to know you in the little time that I have to see how much I can trust you if I let you out. I'm sorry?
It's been a long trial and I'm tired.
Who do you have in your life that's ready to help you now if we let you out? Yourself. Do you have any parents around?
Judge, mom is around, she's just not in the picture.
Father? Do you have anyone in your life that's ready to help you out and give you a place to live?
We can set her up to go to the Harris Health Center.
I don't know if she knows what she's doing.
Okay.
I mean, we're not gonna do this just to let you get out of the street because the street is not a safe place for you.
I don't have contact with him on a regular basis. But
Who are you living with before you picked up these 2 cases? Where? Did you have an apartment? Did you have?
House.
Who owned the house? I don't know if I feel comfortable. I don't want you to plead guilty just to get out, ma'am. But if you give me a place that you have that they'll take you in, I'll let you out. Will you talk to Anna to see what we can do to try to help you find housing?
I can't get housing. I can't get housing.
Why not?
I have a SSI, but my SSI has been getting taken.
Do you have any other family members in your life that can help you out to give you a place to stay? Aunts, uncles, who?
I have a grandfather.
Is that someone that we can reach out to and speak to? Do you have the number that we can have Anna call and verify?
What is it called?
Her property at the jail.
I can't.
You don't know the phone number by heart? Do you know any phone numbers?
Judge, if you'd like, we can roll this a couple of days and I can reach out to the next social worker to have them.
I'm looking now for a phone number. I have one, but I don't know if that's her phone number or someone else's phone number. I'm going through all the paperwork now to see if I can find anything. Is this 7599, is that your number?
Yeah, the last four.
I don't want you to say it out loud now, but the last four numbers, do you know what your phone number is?
Right, but do you know the number? There's a number that's on the paperwork.
There's my emergency contact.
Okay,
Wonderful. Can you reach out to that? And I'm going to give it to you now.
I can do that, Judge.
Okay, can you please reach out to that, please? And then, if we can find her housing, I'll give her a piano fund. I don't want to just plead guilty just to plead guilty to get out, okay? I want anything, find anything, so that we can do it. And if we can have her talk to social worker, figure out housing and help with the SSI back so that she has some kind of income coming in. This is the phone number I have. And then if you maybe 2 days, let's not take long. If you need any help, if you